Hi everyone. So in honor of Robert Redford, I'm watching a movie today. It's called Truth. And it's basically about the CBS 60 Minutes documentary that they released on some of the scandals that went on in the US. They're good movies to watch because they help you to analyze the reporting as well as the politics that's happening. Because today when we watch the news, it's not the reporting and that is not the same. And I liked Robert Redford because his movies brought out a lot of the things that I fought for as an activist. In the past, of course, I don't anymore. Because I just feel like people are screwing it over for me. I fight for them. I lose. They get everything. They get all the benefits. They get all the rewards. And I get put into poverty. So I'm not doing it anymore. But if you want to watch it and you're in Canada, it's on CTV. If you have a smart TV, there's an app you can download and you can watch it. The other movies, because he just passed away, they all pay-per-view, so I'm not going to watch them right now. But it's a really good movie. It's long. It's over 2 hours. But the actors and actresses are really good. So they look at some of the things that happened in Iran, in Iraq. They look at some of the memos and how they claim that those memos were false and how they interviewed them. And also the font, the font that we use when we type, how they were saying that that font wasn't available at the time that those memos came out. But how these reporters go through and they show that that font was available from like the 1930s. So I'm halfway through it. It's very heavy, so I'm trying to stay awake. But it's a really good movie. And it's similar to my life, right? When you go and you report things to the police, to the authorities, to the condo managers, they're like, no, it's not happening. It's you. We didn't hear anything. We don't know anything. Just like how MLB didn't fix my ID at Teleperformance so I could work. If MLB had fixed it, I wouldn't have had to go through the training, the testing, sitting on the floor for 2 weeks and then being told, oh, sorry, we can't fix your ID, so we're laying you off. It's ridiculous. Sometimes these things that happen to us are really awful. And the things that have happened to me in Canada are really awful. I cannot think of anything other than that I'm a good person and that I supported the right people, because my life has been pushed into the toilet. I have not a cent to my name. I fought for people to have employment. I've given references. I've helped people do their CVs. I've sat on boards. I've helped people through TRIAC. I've had no support at all. It's ridiculous. And this reporter, the one that they're showing, she's basically showing how things that happened to her in her childhood affected her. And she used to ask her father questions and he used to hit her, just like my mother. And some of those things they still do now. It's like, who do you think you are? Don't question. They tell you one thing, they tell your sibling something else, and then you get the hiding. So these things that happen in childhood, they can affect us later on. She went into a profession where you basically have to ask questions for a living. And I think it's a good movie. It's sad that that's what happens. But we can heal from that and we can remove ourselves from situations like that. Sometimes you can't remove yourself from a country like I'm trying to do. But at least you can get the truth out there. You can expose it for what it is. All the calls are recorded in the contact center. No doubt they'll say, oh no, we don't have anything. There's nothing. We don't have those calls. But I can tell you those calls are there. I can tell you those calls are there with people saying, that's what Anita was saying. Anita was saying this. Anita was saying that. And somebody sitting and weeping on the other side. I told my aunt, I said, this is the family. She's like, oh, is that happening now? I said, yes, it's happening now. It happened on my job in Teleperformance. And she's like, no, I don't think so. I said, okay, you know what? Believe what you want, Auntie Teresa. I'm telling you that there's something else going on. So I just left it because I fought and fought and fought. And in the end, I got tired. I said, you know what? If you guys don't value me, you don't want me on the team, then no matter what I say and do, you're going to lay me off. What a bunch of assholes. Because that's what you do to your best workers, the ones who are always willing to take on extra shifts, extra hours for you, go the extra mile. Your customers give us the highest rating. That's how you treat us. I'm glad the unions are forming at Teleperformance. I'm glad, because just like those movie shows, when it's convenient for them, then it's like conflicting information. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't match up. Yes, it does. But you don't want to tell the truth. That's why. That's why it happens. Everything is recorded in the contact center. Every call, every email, everything is recorded. And I did a damn fine job for Klarna, for Sprint, for all the campaigns I worked on, for Fanatics. I was the top employee. Even in the banks, all my managers liked me except at CIBC. He didn't like my approach. He got up one morning and he didn't like my approach. What a load of bullshit. That's what I say. What a load of bullshit. It's sad. To go through all this, to get an education, to struggle, to come up, to have to wait 20 years to buy a new couch. What a load of bullshit. That's what I say. It's rubbish, and this movie shows it. You think you're coming here to a better country, human rights and all this. It's not. It's not. It's the exact opposite. Why do you think Robert Redford and all these people fought as activists? You think if it was perfect, they would have fought? No, they wouldn't. They had to go through bullshit. People got arrested. People went to jail in California. For what? So that people like me can land up in poverty. What a load of crap. Robert Redford must be turning in his grave. If they knew Bono, then they know what happened to me. It's a load of bullshit. That's what it is.